Well, it was bound to happen at some point, but Dominic Mysterio has finally main evented the wrestling show, which further proves that the apocalypse is upon us. I will now channel Jennifer Love Hewitt, but scream at the sky, "What are you waiting for, giant meteor? What are you waiting for?" Fucking goddamn Christ. Eric Watts now would be better in the main event of Raw than Dominic Mysterio. You could try for 1,000 goddamn years, and no matter how nice this guy is, no matter how hard he tries, it ain't gonna fucking work. Anyway, I'm John Rickman with my review of WWE Raw from Portland, Oregon. Boy, the show wasn't all that great. There was some nice wrestling, a couple of nice storyline developments, but in all honesty, they're really kind of struggling just to get to Extreme Rules. That being said, it is what it is. At least it flew by a little bit quicker than the Vince McMahon editions of Raw. And those comparisons are going to keep happening until we get further and further away from Vince McMahon's stain on this company. For good, bad, or indifferent, there was a lot of bad shit that he did, and Triple H is trying his best to undo some of it. Unfortunately, he has his own bad habits, some of which I will talk about here. I also want to say before I dive too far into the review, next week, due to a schedule change, I'm going to be watching this on demand, because instead of closing or opening on a Monday, I'm going to be closing. So that review will probably be up sometime, I don't know, Tuesday morning, afternoon. It just depends. There's going to be a lot of schedule changes for the next few weeks. In fact, I will be doing my best to review every bit of wrestling that I always do, but if some reviews are delayed, I do apologize. So, the Raw theme is ass. Absolute ass. The West Texas rednecks were right. Oh, I hate rap. Oh, rap is crap. Oh, I hate rap. Don't get me wrong, there's some good rap, but this ain't it, Chief. Boy, I sound so goddamn white saying that. Rollins, after stealing Prince's pajamas from his ancient Egyptian tomb that I assume that Prince was buried in, he comes out, whoa, and there you go. See, the fireworks are going off. God damn it, they're launching the pyro here. How did the pyrotechnic people get all the way up here? In all seriousness, where I live, well, fireworks tend to be launched about 9 months out of the year because there's a bunch of idiots up here. So anyway, talks about caving Riddle's skull in. To be fair, he doesn't have a brain, so it's going to be really hard to affect him like that. Do you believe in karma? Well, I hope you do. You always have a family that wants to abandon you in karma. So anyway, do I believe in karma? I do. She didn't have the best run in WWE. I kid, of course. There were a few reasons for that. So, Riddle wants a rematch. Rollins says, I'm not interested. Then Riddle comes out. We have a brawl. I have a question. Why was Tugboat in the audience? There was somebody dressed like Tugboat, and it's all I could focus on. And they were only on camera for like 5 fucking seconds. At least they weren't dressed up like the Shockmaster, because then they would have fallen. Oh, Uncle Fred. Poor Uncle Fred. God, I miss Dusty. Then Judgment Day shows up. They're offering Riddle a spot. Priest says the line, "You, Rhea, and I go way back." I'm not going to say anything more, but if you know, you know. Let's just say some tag team wrestling of a different kind apparently happened. I don't know if Rhea was involved, but let's just say Peggle just isn't a game. So, Finn, look, bless Finn for trying to make this work. This Judgment Day stuff is bad. This is bad television. Priest looks great. Rhea looks great. Finn is a hell of a talent. He really is. They haven't known what the fuck to do with Finn for a couple of years. Yes, he was NXT champion for a while, but or NXT champion for a second time. I don't know. Brief brawl, and then we go to break. And then we have Riddle versus Balor with Priest at ringside. And look, the match was fine. I wanted to care. There was good action. This was one of those Raws where I just checked out. There was good action. And I don't know why they do the apron spots. I think it's fucking stupid. Then Ray jumps over the wall to get the Priest or whatever, and we get Hispanic on Hispanic action in Portland. News at 11. Stay weird, Portland. And then Rollins shows up, and then we get the stomp, the coup de grace, 1, 2, 3, and then a curb stomp on. I like seeing Riddle get his head caved in. I like seeing Riddle get the shit beat out of him, because I don't care how talented he is. I really have no desire to see Riddle get any championship shots again. Rollins would say, "Move on, bitch." Get out the way. Move on, bitch. Get out the way. So, I did like the leather that Sarah was wearing. That was very nice. She interviews Damage Control. They're going to hold all the gold soon. Well, they're going to hold gold tonight, and then they're going to hold all the gold soon. Dominic pre-tape. Okay, this was fucking meme-worthy and fucking cringy, and whoever thought that these takes were good to cobble together, they need to be fired immediately. Their family needs to be fired along with them. Fire them into the goddamn sun. Fire Dominic, who is the son of Rey Mysterio, into the sun. Fire everybody. Just fire the camera people. God damn, this is terrible. We did 20 takes, and these were the most acceptable. Oh, you never pay attention to me, Dad. You never loved me. You never loved me. I got it from you, Dad. Yeah, every cliche in the goddamn world. God, you stupid motherfucking idiotic mullet-covered fuck. Jeez. I'm sure he's trying. But God damn it. Just stop. Stop. David Flair knew to get the fuck out of wrestling. Stop, Dominic. Think of your father and think of Rey Mysterio. Jesus. And, Rhea whispering in his ear. Probably telling him his next line because he's a clueless idiot. I'm not your son anymore. What Poppy wants, Poppy can't. Fucking hell, Rhea. Rhea looks great. Rhea is the only good part of it. It's Dom and Dom. Dom and Dom. Do, 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 do. God, this is fucking dog. God, stop. Can you just admit that he's not good? Yes, it takes time for people to get it. Fucking David Sammartino had more charisma. And he didn't have shit. I'm going to keep making the Eric Watts comparisons. Because this has to be done to keep Ray happy. Because there is no way that anybody can objectively look at this and think it's good. In the company, I mean. If fans think it's good, that's fine. It did lead to some people doing song lyric mocking because of some of the shots, so whatever. I guess that's good. Dominic's a meme. An idiot, and he's also a meme. Okay, moving on. Speaking of idiots, here's Theory. Talking about Gargano. Hey, you're going to wrestle Gable tonight. That should be good action. Shame that Gable doesn't mean shit. Damage Control theme is shit. There are going to be a lot of themes of me basically saying stuff is shit. Don't get me wrong. There were good parts to Raw tonight. What wasn't good was Aaliyah and Raquel attempting to wrestle. Raquel has size. Aaliyah is trying. But, look, some people stay in the PC for a while because they need more training. They do some great shit in NXT. They keep rotating around and everything, and they stay a bit too long because they're comfortable there. Some stay there for more seasoning. Others basically leave the company and come back while Aaliyah was still there. And Aaliyah is trying, and I'm sure is a lovely individual. But fucking Christ, stop. Just stop. Don't do this anymore. They took on Io and Dakota. Women's tag title match, and the crowd goes mild. Seriously, they were sitting on their hands. Not the only time that they did that. Because nothing against Io and Dakota. Plenty against Raquel. Of course she enjoyed tossing minorities around because she's a goddamn, MAGA-sucking, bitch. Good Lord. But even that aside, Raquel's not any good. Aaliyah's not any good. Raquel got the hot tag. Shockingly didn't brain people dropping them on their heads. This is a mess. At one point, Bayley put Dakota's foot on the rope. Kai pinned Aaliyah, selling the chiropractor. Good. Get her a chiropractor. Maybe get her a brain transplant while you're at it. They get pyro. Is every champion gonna get pyro now? They gave Raquel and Aaliyah pyro when they won the titles, which was stupid. And now they're giving pyro to the new tag champions. So in a few weeks, when Damage Control lose the titles to, I don't know, Natty and Sonya, nothing against Natty, nothing against Sonya either, but just have that, or Dana Brooke and Tamina, are they going to get pyro? God forbid if Dana and Tamina get pyro. That would actually be a total goddamn waste. And of the pyro, too. Ray the Wood Sprite. That's what he is now, because he basically is like a wood sprite. Tries to talk to Dominic. Edge is dangerous. Rhea says Poppy knows best. God, whatever you say, Rhea. Gargano versus Gable. And Corey says, I talked to Gargano on my podcast. Doubters say that that they want him to fail, that he's too small, that he isn't the most expressive guy. I wonder who that was a dig at. So anyway, not me, by the way, because I'm nobody. So, just a wrestling fan. Good wrestling. They have killed Gable. Gable is just damaged goods. Beyond damage. By the way, Sunday Night Football ad with Cult of Personality playing while Green Bay and Chicago are advertised because do you get it? Chicago, do you get it? Aaron Rodgers is an idiot. I preferred Aaron Rodgers when he was on the field and not talking about all his doing his own research. If you're doing your own research and you end up getting sick or you end up costing, people money and everything, and because you're a fucking moron, you're fucking selfish and stupid. Aaron Rodgers is about one hit away from having the rest of his brainstem detached. Back and forth, and Otis gets involved, and then one final beat, 1, 2, 3. And then Otis and Gargano at some point? Please no. Theory attacks Gargano. Help me. I cannot escape these guys. Help me, Spock. Help me. Theory was talking. He gets annoyed by the what chance. And you know what? He deserves to be whatted. He deserves to be whatted until he leaves the company. Owen shows up. Owen saved this by basically just berating Theory and telling him, stop talking about the stuff that you got handed and focus on your own moments. Dude, people like you are the appendix of this industry. People like me and Gargano and everything and others that rose up weren't supposed to make it, but we did. Prove me wrong. Make your own moments. Great fired up promo from Owens. Check this shit out. Really good stuff. Then they have a brawl. And then we get a good old-fashioned Portland whipping as Bianca shows up, twirling her hair and talking and cutting a promo. Open challenge. Here's Sonya. My goodness, Sonya looks great. I think Sonya's just lasting out the rest of her contract because I don't think she's going to resign. Her skills have regressed. I know she had a lot of personal stuff that happened a couple SummerSlams ago, and I get it. I fucking get it. Terrible shit that she had to go through. I also don't think that she's cut out to do wrestling anymore. I think she's going to go into movies or something. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if she's got an injury she's fighting through. I have no idea. And of course, Sonya wants to keep another black woman down or whatever. It's like this Naomi feud never ended. They switched to people. So, Bianca and Sonya had a Raw Women's Championship match that went a bit too long. They tried KOD 1, 2, 3. Bayley shows up to knock Bianca. They're going to have a match at one point. Probably Extreme Rules, but then Damage Control shows up, and then Asuka and the Blissful Twink shows up. Look, Alexa does not belong in a wrestling ring anymore at all. And Bayley gets laid out with a spinebuster. Very good looking spinebuster. Capitalize on Bianca while you can, because I think by 2025, 2026, she is out the door. And that's not a knock. She's going to do some great shit, but I think she's going to end up going into acting pretty soon. So, the 7'3" Nigerian giant, I said Nigerian Hulk. You know what? Fuck it, Hulk. Fine, just do it anyway. Why can't you say it? Because you're not black, Hulk. Anyway, Edward James Olmos was taking on, Invictus Cash. I mean, that's how I know him. And Jordan Oasis. And I know who these guys are because I saw Cash on a few Defy shows. That's a local promotion in Seattle, about 40 miles from me. Jordan Oasis I saw on some Defy shows and also some Without a Cause shows. Support your local independent wrestling. Edward James Olmos sucks. Can't fucking wrestle to save his goddamn life. He's trying. But you could trot Giant Gonzalez out there and he'd get a better reaction. Such as, Giant Gonzalez, what the fuck are you doing here? You've been dead for 12 years. Ray's pleading with Edge, don't hurt Dominic. Don't hurt my boy. Then, my old man reporter, Michael Clark Lashley shows up to talk to Rollins. Seriously, why was he dressed like he was going to report for the Daily Globe? I mean, I'm not going to say Lashley wear whatever the fuck he wants. It's just, he just literally looked like he was trying to be Clark Kent. I don't know why that made me laugh. It sent me, as the kids say. I don't know what the fuck that means. They're going to have a match next week, which means Riddle's going to interfere in that. So, we have a Miz interview at home. This is stagey, this is awkward, this stuff with Lumis is stupid, even though I know some people like it. That's fine. I don't mind trying to use people differently, but This isn't good. This isn't good television. Lumis is in the window, and then they cut away. Then he was in the window. Marie says, hey, Mike, let's go. Oh, okay, let's go. So the kids are at home. Kids are at home, by the way. They leave. And Marmiz, I kind of like how that was on their house. That was actually kind of cool. And they leave to go to some premiere thing. And they have the crew come out. Does Miz bother to lock his front door? No, he doesn't. Apparently, after they drive away, but somehow, sneaking behind the camera people, Lumis sneaks in the house and is drawing. Just drawing on an easel or something. He just happens to bring his art supplies in there. No idea how this happened. And then he's got a drawing of all the of Miz, Maurice, and the kids. Oh my God, stay away from the kids. No, Kevin Sullivan, don't plant your footprints. I'm kidding, of course. Kevin Sullivan would have never done that. Conspiracy theory nuts, but why? Why? Who is... Are we supposed to cheer Miz? Are we supposed to cheer the creepy guy that's drawing the kids? Like he's going to kill the kids. He's going to eat Miz's children. Recaps of KO and Theory to fill time. I don't think they timed this show very well. And they're going to have a match next week. Edge versus Dominic with Rey. No. What fucking universe does Dominic belong in a main event? And I get it. It's for the story. This is what you're doing with Edge's last number of matches. If his choice, if he wants to do this stuff, fine. I don't think he needs a whole another championship. I just think it's stupid. Because his Judgment Day stuff's stupid. They make it like, oh, it's this epic thing. Like he had it going for 6 months. 6 to 9 months. Nice. And then, all of a sudden, they turned on him. It was 8 to 10 weeks. Maybe. Minimum. Rhea kept interfering. Kept trying to help Dominic. Dominic is beyond help because he's not any good. And then later, Rey stops Edge from beating up Dominic. Should have hit him harder. Hit Rey. Knock Rey out. At this point, I'm willing to have everybody laid out besides Rhea. Have Rhea lay everybody out and then lay me out. I kid, of course. God, buddy's lucky. And then we get a melee in the chair to the leg. And oh no, Edge may be injured again, so we can write him off TV again. I know he has occasional appearances into his contract. You don't want to use him every single week. You don't want to have him wrestle every single week. You don't want to misuse Edge in the last year of his run, but fuck. You know, now that I think about it, I am a little bit more angry at this Raw because it was such a missed opportunity. There was some good wrestling, but just Dominic in a fucking main event spot. It's like WWE never learned anything from what WCW did with David Flair. Remember when they tried to make David Flair a thing and it didn't work? Whatever. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. God, giant meteor, just fucking come down, please. Something. Bubonic plague. I don't care at this point. I love wrestling, but God, this stuff with Dominic is shit. Anyway, I'll see you soon.